got everything running, it looks like, pretty much. Hope everyone's having a good day today. It is one day before Christmas Eve. We're just making sure the camera is going to be where it needs to be. Alright, let's get some shit on the minis. Alright, so have been chosen. A little more light. No light. No light. No light until we get other paint on there. So, how's everybody doing today? Y'all are doing well. Also to get some painting done, and it's been a hot minute. We've been neglectful. That I apologize, but just been a little nuts here lately again, so there it goes. Real job interfering with my home life. Gotta love it. So, work on her first. And I think we're gonna do something a little different. A helper today, sweetie? Alright, so we're going to experiment with some colors here. Actually, let's... Little girl, what do you need? Let's work with some new colors for us. Alright, so... picked up a whole bunch of pinks, and since she is in fact a Vistani, and they describe them as dressing colorfully in sharp contrast to everybody else in Ravenloft, being a bunch of female freaks that wear browns and grays, we are going to instead put pinks on her because she is a Vistani. It'll go nicely, I think, with this red and this dark hair that we're going with here. And we are going to get the metal bits done up in, I think we're going to do some silver because of how much red and pink we're going to have. Here will also probably be her little crown thingy, we'll see. But yeah, we're ready to make something happen here. Let's grab our fuchsia. Get some brushes ready here, including the fabled big brush. Take off the wrapping, that is child-proofing the paint. It's great, by the way. Don't let the low price of craft store paint dissuade you. Most everything I paint is using that. We've had a lot of growth as a painter over the last year, and it is not the not this stuff holding me back. So y'all can see what we've been up to off camera. A little bit anyway. That Again, this is all the cheap paint. And I gotta finish her gun yet, but she's pretty much there, as you can see. I also work on her eyes and her eyebrows and her lips, and then after that, she is complete, guys. Other than basing, we still gotta base her, but I mean, that ain't no joke. Y'all see how good that looks. Of course, we can dial up the light a little bit, let y'all see some more of the deets. There you go. Pretty cool. So, place in or out. All right. We're it is 18 degrees outside, so we are not running the overhead lights today. I instead moved one of the major bulbs that contributes the yellow light that we need to do these streams properly over off to a desk lamp for now, and it's kind of it's not quite aimed this way, but it's getting there. We almost have this fuchsia uncorked. We also have to do this to the other one. Let me just go get my X-Acto. Let's just get that right off the gate. So what we're gonna do, the base color for her crown and some of her clothes, what little clothes she has, is going to be fuchsia. Then we are going to finish it off with highlights of Princess Peak. We're gonna rock and roll on down the line. We might be using these pinks a lot today. So fellas, don't get uppity about pinks and bright colors and shit. Don't get afraid to use that stuff, man. Nobody wants to look at a turd brown gray army and dark blues, dark greens. Man, like, it's cool like the first 2 or 3 times you do it for a long haul, but I will tell you now from experience, you get tired of painting shit in darks. So you want to grow, broaden that color palette, gentlemen. Be just fine. Nobody's gonna hurt you for it. In fact, I think it's gonna look pretty neat. This is gonna be our first experiment with full-on pink. I was not quite satisfied with the pink we used on the Nemean Panthers mechs. It just wasn't bright enough, wasn't intense enough for what I was really trying to do. They looked fine, and we're kind of committed to the bit now, but it's not the same. Alright, so always do thins. Got a nice thin fuchsia here. It will be plenty pink. This is when I think of pink, more of this fuchsia, not so much that whatever Vallejo called it to not offend people's delicate sensibilities of sunset red or whatever the hell they tried to claim it was. Yeah, we'll just get right on into it here. You guys are like, holy shit, that's bright. And I'm like, it is. That's the idea. So I'm going to turn the overhead off here in just a minute. Or the over desk lamp. Just a minute, once we get some more stuff on here, so you guys can see a more non-washed out version of what this color actually looks like. Don't be intimidated by what you see on the camera just yet, because that more what I see. Cameras are also a little brighter than real life too. Yeah, don't be scared to try stuff like that. billions of colors out there. Don't choose to don't be the guy that's like, oh man, I don't want to do that shit. Broaden your horizons. That's why we're all here. Now the bands here, we are going to actually use metallic over this, but we want a nice red or bright tint to our gold. So we're just, we're adding the pink first. Because if we do it right, they're going to kind of blend together a little bit, which will be freaking fun. Trust me, we'll get there. Don't bail on me. Okay, so there's that. It has a shoulder thingy, like just one pauldron is on her sword arm, and I get it. Once again, this is going to be a metallic of some sort, but for now, we want this red under. Okay, some pink undertone to just kind of really bring it back out. When you get there, you'll see. Also, the more we brush as these dry out, the more intense the pigment is going to be. Now you guys can actually kind of see where we're at. This part of her hair there, and that's what we're looking. Okay. It's also why we do this in part, so that you guys can help me. Something. Just the very bottom of that is going to be. And you can kind of tell it's already changing how this thing looks. So the next step are the actual boots here. Now these are metal, so we're probably going to do something with metal. But for now, because we're tying everything together. Okay, give me just a minute, guys. And lessen the exposure a little. There's going to be a lot of flesh coloring going on. So, I think with her, I used a darker... I think we used like buckskin. Skin? We're going to do that here in a minute. Okay. Plus, once we get this base from being white anymore, you guys are going to see a whole new range of colors on this mini. Okay, so like it's just oversaturated on the base right now. We need... So right here, we're going to go ahead and move her off to the side. We are going to find something else that we want to make pink. In that category, we have several choices. Yes, hi you. How are you doing? Yeah. All right, you sit there. You go over there and sit. All right, so we need this in pink. Yeah, fuck it. We'll do hers in pink. She was on sale, that's why we got her. Also, you guys keep your peepers out. We'll have a few more minis coming in. We've already got a huge pile of shame that has been expanded upon thanks to one of our really awesome. He got me a bunch of D&D figures. Some of them might, actually most of them are probably going to pop up on stream. I don't know if they're going to do it today. You guys are going to see them for sure. One of which is a bone naga, and I am really looking forward to that because it's going to be a chance for us to really kind of learn how to do bones. Take our time and figure that out. I think it's going to be a fun day.
Your super shotgun is nearby, a relic from your past. The priests have kept it hidden from you in this remote location.
Okay. Start on headdress thingy, the nun thingy. Yes. It's all slowly coming together. Yeah, all you guys are like, man, you must have been really bored painting blacks, reds, and greens. And I'm like, I was. Ordinarily so. Wanted to change the paradigm up a little bit. Get some stuff rolling here. Because you can't grow if you're not willing to try new things. For us, this is definitely a new thing. This is a definitely intense pink. Alright. Hey, Zale. It's all good, man. It's all good. Glad to see you. Getting our, getting some paint on here. And, just making our... rolling with some new colors today. I think we've earned some new colors. Some new to us colors. And, continuation of projects undone. I'm 99% sure that she boots in fact fully cover her legs. I thought she was wearing thigh highs, but she's not. So we got a lot of skin tone to paint, some metal to paint. Once we do the base, you guys will have less overexposure of white. Yeah, we've got our pink out today for the first time. We've actually gotten to get to use our pinks. So we're going to have a good old time with that. I'm going to go get a third mini out here. See what that is. Something I can also work on, we'll do in a minute, but she's pretty pinked out, so set her off to the side. Alright, let's see if we've got a third model that we want to do in pink. So, this guy, actually. One of our fire mages. And, I think we can do something with that. Let's... finally get started, right? Because it's going to add some extra touches to the model. Also, guys, sort of in the do as I say, don't do as I do category. You don't have to use the color you don't want to, just because you have it out. You're not necessarily digging the vibe for something, but in this case, today's an experiment, and I've been kind of stuck on this guy anyway, so we're just gonna throw a pink at it and see what happens. If you ever get stuck at something, just throw a color at it that you're not thinking about. Or you could, do probably smarter play and not force it, but I like where this is going. Gonna kind of give our guy a nice little touch in opinion. So, our 3 that are going to be pinked out. Let's take a look at our gun here. Little girl. Girl. Stretchy cat. Alright, so just start slathering some there. Boys, that's gonna look really sharp. He will definitely be sharp when we're more pink. I'll make her bodysuit something different. That said, yeah, it's starting to come along. Alright, so we'll set her off to the side now. Take a look at our dude again here. Any more things? I kind of like it as a trim because we're going to do something different with the main body here. So let's explore the torso right quick. Okay. Okay, now we're going to set him off to the side. Now this. We are going to use pink on this, but I gotta figure out exactly what we're... Okay, so let's go ahead and going to figure out how we remade that. All our helpers here, guys. going. Oh. Well, the real painter's here now. Alright, so I want to say match that skin. We're going to need a brown undertone of some sort. Also, guys, when you're doing skin, this is some expert advice, and this is something that I fucked up on because we weren't smart. Not been this active in here in a while. What, is it because I'm painting? Yeah? Yes. Yes, you're a helper. You are helping. Oh. Oh. Sweetie. Okay. Say she had a buckskin brown as the base. Or was it the other? It's either this or iconic buckskin brown or a lighter brown in this box. A lighter one in here. Burnt sienna. For some reason, I'm feeling that it was this and not buckskin for her skin. We're gonna try the buckskin first, because I've got other ways we can darken this. If I need to for her skin. So we're gonna start with our buckskin, and we're gonna just get everything that those boots do not cover, which is a lot. And we might need this buckskin later anyway if we get this color mix right first. So get our water into the buckskin brown. One more drop for the road. Remember, it's not a bad thing if you're a little thin on your paint mix. You can always layer up. It's a lot harder to layer down, guys. So I like mine to be just a hair. I'm finding that I'm starting to like paint to be thinner than thicker. Part of the reason why you guys see me away from the G-Dubs paints these days. Huh? Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was buckskin. Looking at or burnt sienna now that I'm looking at her leg here. So we're gonna do something cute. I might be able to do something with this. We'll see. Let's keep going. Let's keep going. Okay, so we got our buckskin on. Let's just see what we get out of this. Because if you get it close enough, you're not going to notice it unless you're like really face up on it. You just got to get your paint close enough. Don't let perfect be the enemy of good. When you are in the situation that we have found ourselves in and you can't remember what you did, just shoot for good enough. Alright, so that buckskin brown is going to have to dry a little bit. You can see it's already changed a lot on the Mini because we have that much less light reflecting back off the camera lens for y'all. Okay. Like cherry or something. I don't know. So now that we have the buckskin brown out, this is a good time to do any and all leather, if you like your leather to be this color. So I see some tassels that we can... We'll make those leather. Little tiny shit that y'all are barely gonna see. Let's go ahead and move him off. Ah! Now the girls are tangled together over here. No! Get off! Off! Jesus Christ. Alright, so... On the other hand, she has some stuff we can buckskin. Put hers off to the side. However, we have this barbarian here. Archer. This thing does have leather on here somewhere. Or wood even. So we can use the wood, or this color as a highlight later on the wood on the bow. In just a minute, I'm looking for the leather. We're committing. Okay. Cloth. Surprisingly enough, not a whole lot on here. We're going to set her off to the side. A little bit. Very tiny amount. Just be a fun one in general to paint. All these will, to be honest. Alright, so let's get our boy. Y'all haven't seen him in a hot minute. It's been a while. Okay. We're pretty much actually done with the leathers, it looks like. It's unfortunate. I love this color. It's my favorite of one of my favorite browns. We might be ready for coat 2 before we move on to getting out this. Remember, we're just trying to more or less match the rest of the paint. Because the situation that I have created here is that I don't remember what shade of brown I used as the base before we put on the skin. We're just trying to get close enough for government work. So, sorry, I had to get the door. All good. All good. All right. Something bit me. Like it just... So... almost there. Okay, she's got to dry a bit. Then we can do the skin tone. Speaking of skin, for yet another way to do skin, remember, the human palette, human skin tones, they run a wide range. Human skin is not a, you slap on one mix of colors and you're done. So, we're going to do a couple of different skin tones today for you guys. Let's start with Nightmare Chi. Probably going, Mav, why orange? You'll understand very soon. Makes it a little too thin. Something to remember, oranges and yellows in particular, their pigments tend to be very thin on about everybody's paint. E-dubs and Vallejo are just about the only exception to that rule. So when you're laying your paint down, remember that. Otherwise, you get to be like me and have to re-add another drop in here. And then, you know, drain your big brush of water and then turn it. You got to re-thicken. So. Now we can attempt. See, it's going on much better. on our zoom here a little bit, our focus. There we go. Focus, you fuck. You'll see what we're doing here in a minute. All this is going to make a lot more sense in about probably 10 minutes or so. I promise you, it works. There are a lot of ways to paint skin. In fact, I would argue learning multiple ways of doing it is going to be the best way that you can make your miniatures individual, even yet. Let's say you have a blob of, let's say knights, a blob of knights, right? And they're all wearing the same type of full plate. They all have the same weapons. And while, yes, you're going to paint them all somewhat individual because knights have their individual heraldry and whatnot, you still need a little something, right? Get it over that hump of sameness. In my opinion, knowing different ways to paint skin will get you there because you're going to have different shades of skin. As you see, Nightmare Chi here is coming along quite well already. Now, funnily enough, that buckskin brown, I realized I could reuse that earlier. But day two. We've got a plan. We're just going to have to be very careful as we do. I think you guys are going to be happy. So this is technically the dumb way of doing this. The smart way would be for us to just slather this whole thing in this orange, put the skin over top of it, and then dry brush the color that we were going to use. That is the smarter way of doing it. So if you have like 50 of these puppies or minis like these where you have a lot of these little pieces like that, that's what you want to do because you won't get so much in the paint or in your grooves when you dry brush the other color on. But if you're doing just an individual model like this, spotting it in is not a bad way to go. Especially if we're like me and you're just trying to learn things like brush control, detail attention. It's not the end of the world. That's all I'm saying. something right quick. Oh, that reminds me, I had a thing I had to update. So anyway, let's talk about dry brushing after you just slather some normal stuff on. If I ever get a second one of these, or a model similar where we have this kind of detail conundrum here, I'll show you guys exactly how that works. I've seen it done, and I want to do it myself. One of my biggest weaknesses when it comes to learning, trying these new things, I'll find myself kind of just relapsing into stuff that I already kind of know how to do and familiar with. And that slows down the learning process a little bit. I think everybody does it. Everybody develops habits. You develop a style that you like, and everybody does. Kind of want to stick to it. Sometimes that can hold. Like it's going to do to this model. I'm pretty sure this is not going to be as good as I could have made it. But that's okay. Because you're just going to learn to get it next time. Oh, for fuck's sake. Excuse me, guys. Really? Really? That warranted a phone call? I've only been doing this for fucking whatever. So. That's why you turn your phone off when you get out of work if you're in management. Just saying. You will get calls for stupid shit. Bro, we're gonna have somebody there Monday morning. It'll be fine. I ain't working today. I'm already working 2 paid holidays. I ain't working today. I ain't doing a third. All right. So you can kind of already kind of see where this is going. I could almost leave her skin as is, right? In this light anyway, you could. But give me a second. I have to go check something right quick. Not work related, food related. I'm arranging to get some. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. You understand the pain, sir. Alright, I will be right back. I'm gonna go set up some food arrangements because I feel like treating everybody, so I'm gonna try to get some pizza from a really good local pizzeria, so I'll be right back. Alright, I'm back. I've made arrangements. I have supplied the money and the need of things. So, she's already heading out, so I'm just like making sure that we get that done early. So, Chi here. Nightmare Chi here. Oh my god. Yeah. No, I want them to starve on a day before Christmas. That's, yeah. Yep.
So because they're technically the same
After a fashion, normal Chi gets to get painted up this. Okay. Let's go ahead and get her hands. And we're actually going to do a glow effect with the hands at the end of all of it. I have a feeling that's going to be really cool. We're going to be doing all kinds of shit with these minis, guys. Also, I'm going to make a green and aqua mix, and I'm going to low light her damn cloak. So it adds some depth to her. Alright, so normal Chi now has that. So, that's the first skin tone we're going to work with. Okay. My bad. I touched it before it was ready. Ah. Stay. Chi, stay. Chi, stay. Alright. Nightmare Chi. She's already proven to be one. Spin it. Bed lower. All right, so can't touch these guys. They're still very, very much wet. So her, on the other hand, is ready for her skin tone. We're gonna grab our flesh tone here, and we're going to apply it. Yeah, even if you only have like a couple of paints that you can work with, doing this where you base coat different colors underneath your undertones, even if you just do that, it changes how much you can get a lot of skin tones out of a very limited palette. Which is great because miniature companies in particular that sell paint companies for miniatures, and specifically miniatures, they don't tend to broaden their palettes enough. Probably too thin. We can do several coats if necessary. Yeah, it's definitely going to dry that way. It's going to be 2 thin coats of this. And this is Inori's mom from the... Actually a lot closer in color than I thought, so maybe I did use buckskin as the undertone. We gambled, chat. We fucking gambled, and I think we got the home run we needed. That is almost identical in color. Holy shit, I can't believe it. So here comes the fun bits. Now that we know what the colors were, there's some fine details on this mini I have to do this little dabble with. What else did I have? closer to her hair color, just so it doesn't stick out and bother me. Like, yeah, that is almost identical, guys. That is identical. Hey, we found it on accident. So for this nice kind of like deeper tan color, kind of want to do something like that. Okay. Oh, now we got that established. Holy shit, didn't think that was going to be that easy. All right. So for our other guy here, give me a second, I'm working a thing out of my hand. All right. We're actually going to try another thing here. We're going to work on his skin, but I think I'm going to take a look at what color that is. Okay. I'm going to want do the same thing that we just did. Broad color palette. Once we figure out some glow effects, so there's often a little theory I know. He's going to be one of the guys that I show these with. So, his skin's almost fine as is, right? It's damn near as fine as it is. We're gonna do a thing when he dries. Move him off to the side for now. So I want a more paler skin, so I'm gonna do look at some stuff right quick. All right. These two in particular will be. I think we will. I think the day after. Oh, getting the highlighter. Re-moisten that paint a little bit. Little touch of water will do. Make her pink and purple on this version. I have two of the exact same one, so if we fuck it up, who cares? For her, it's going to be more of a splash of pink. Okay, well, little splash of color right out of the gate. Something bold. Okay. Enough to brighten up the Mini anyway, the right ways. I said I was done with the paint, but I lied. We're not done yet. So, it's Nightmare Cheese Aslan stuff looking alright. Not bad. We'll be able to come back to that here in a few moments. Check on Raylia here. Enough. Okay. Rayleigh's got her stuff going, so I promised y'all something. Here. Let's get something kicked off here. This is a thicker paint. Very, very cautious when you do this. Just trying to barely put paint on. I'm kind of digging the buckskin more, so let's abandon the ship there. Alright. That mess. This mess. Very edge. Make our highlighting. Yeah, digging that. Okay, so. Just a minute. Okay. Be right back. Now. Them some ugly kids. Oh, God. Damn. All right, so that actually worked out really. We'll do the highlight on her later. Next up, dry. So we're gonna let that simmer another couple of minutes. We're gonna go break this out. We're gonna make a pale version of her and a or so we're gonna shoot for a little bit of both on her. Two of them to work. Oh, gonna be the pale one. Gonna make pale skin. Like, well, you've shown us how to do a couple of darker skin tones. About this up, about pale skin. So do it real. Take your flesh tone. This is your base. Base. The reason why we're doing her hair at the end is so that we can. Okay. And chirping about. Hear the baby over there. Hi, you talking? Come up and talk. I don't know what she wants, guys. Donald Snowfall. Jesus Christ. That's terrible. I need really. I had the card still for it. So, we're gonna do some flesh tones today. Let's do some flesh. Love her to death, but damn sweet. I'm crazy. Here, sweetie. Baby in the house. Yes, you are. Little girl cat? A day today? Yes. Let's go ahead and start working on Hope. Matter of fact, Hope is going to require the big brush. Big mini. Painting a big mini while I have a good kitty. It's gonna take probably 2 coats to get this on right. Too thin coats. Don't have to house paint it, guys. Because we want this orange, this particular shade, to radiate through a little bit. Oh, sweetie, you're talking. Streaming with me. My assistant today. Been my friend all day today. Alright, she'll be sick of me by Monday morning. My number one size brush, the big brush. He's still got his uses. Yeah. I kind of do envy that for y'all. Y'all all get this nice white Christmas, and I'm, it's gonna be cold as hell. It's down to 17 out there, guys. 17. Okay, she looks a lot more skin now. She did? Right, she was way off before. Okay, so we either need more light or less light. Yeah? Let that dry for a minute. Meantime, get out our cad yellow. Do pad yellow. There it goes. Alright. We're not done with the big brush yet. We're doing her hair now. Because Foxy says she is blonde. Platinum blonde at that, so we're going to be doing some shenanigans here really shortly. Pale yellow, really pale yellow. We're going to do that as highlight. See some flowers in her hair. Just having that little bit of contrast goes a long way, doesn't it, guys? Now she's not so oversaturated in one color. You notice how she's starting to look more fleshy too. Okay, so I'm gonna put her off to the side while she dries. Actually, we have one more thing to do before we fully put her off to the side. Ladies and gentlemen, I give you a hand. I know, that was terrible. We go to hell for that dad joke, but... I couldn't resist, and you would have done it too. You all know it. I'm gonna set the hand off to the side here. Let it cook for Honestly, the funnest part about this whole thing is gonna be clean up later because I'm gonna have so much paint on the desk from her. So, let's break out our precision weapon here. Come back to cheese. Remember, you don't have to get it all in one coat. Doesn't look quite right to you in the first coat. Too thin, don't fret. Try to do it right away. Yeah. Trust me, your sanity will thank you later. Okay. Oh. Can't wait till we can actually base her. So you can already see the difference. You can already see it. Hell of a lot different looking, ain't it? Hell of a lot different. You see hope in his eyes. Probably have to do another coat of that. Her skin looks a lot different, doesn't it? A lot more real, doesn't it? Here's the thing, we haven't added the highlights yet. We haven't even added the highlights, guys. Kind of dry brushing some extra pigment on right now. Just to make sure. So, she looks a hell of a lot different, doesn't she? And also, my dad joke wasn't that bad. Wasn't that bad, y'all. Alright, so now we go into real chi. Okay. Backs of her hands. And y'all will figure out some tones and stuff that'll be y'all's personal favorites too. That's kind of a natural thing because everyone gets their comfort zones. Me, I am intentionally going out of my way to make sure that we have a wide range of palette. It'll go up. Take a look at her again here. Bits I missed. Didn't quite get enough pigment in. Amazing how a little bit of color goes a long way with a model, didn't it? So, let's take a look at Hope right quick. She's still got some wet spots. She's coming along really well, so she's just pretty much highlighting away, I think. Good look at. Okay, she fuck. Yeah, we just gotta do some highlights. She's pretty much there. Some highlights, we gotta do her teeth, her eyes. She is already off to a really solid start, isn't she? I meant to actually work on a whole lot more minis, but our palette, like the drying time has just kind of cooperated today. Got a lot of work done though. 2 hours. Gabby. We're gonna work a little bit more. Then we're going to figure some stuff out. So, Aurelia, we need to come back to her. I told you guys we were going to work on some stuff with her. So, one, we've got her flesh tone to add here. Now that that's actually good and dry, we can actually do that. Brush strokes is what we're really doing. Okay. Hell of a lot better when that dried. But so let's get our metallic out. That. As we got some stuff to do. Now, gold away. Let's try our brand new gold, actually. We have a new gold to try, Inca Gold. I have Aztec Gold coming in the mail, which is going to be nice, and I'm saving it just for a very particular project that I think you guys will be excited to see once we get him assembled. Not a character that you guys will be familiar with, but been with me as a character for over a decade now, and I'm looking forward to finally having a mini that I feel can represent his current state. Oh, we have Inca Gold. What we're gonna do?
Here comes the fun.
This shit is bright. I promised y'all we would get some metal on her.
It's so bright.
Might actually want to redo this with Emperor's Gold now that I'm really getting into it.
But we'll see. My.
Funnily enough, silver would have probably been a better choice. On these honestly, I'm gonna leave the other band pink. But when this dries, I'm gonna fix that. I want the sword gold. I'm gonna add some gold to her boots here. Okay. I know what we're gonna do for the sword. Aha, copper. Well, I should have painted her trim pieces, to be honest, but live and learn. And it'll look good when it dries out. This, on the other hand, is gonna look fucking boss. Doesn't quite stand out from her hair enough. We're gonna do some more with this sword when we do the sequel to this stream. But for now, it's just mostly there to kind of give us another point to where the gold can become gold more. But there's something else we can work on before we go. It's just to get the fucking white off this base. Oh, it's already out here. I'm a dumbass. Never underestimate my power to be a dumbass. Alright. Alright, so we're gonna make some things happen here. Go ahead and base this sumbitch. At least partially base it. We're going to just kind of start doing a couple quick outlines here. All right, so not done yet. Not done yet. Still not done yet, by the way. Just so that we can tone down some of the insanity that is the white still peeking out. Oh. Give it some terrain. Be scared of it. Give it some. Get you some. Mini, well, thank you. Still not there yet. We're gonna add one more thing. Right. Shit never hurt buddy. Actual mud effect. A little bit here and there. Yeah, it looks so muddy. That's the idea. Not just in, right? Now in. Alright. All of that dries. We come back on the sequel stream. We finish the basing on the painting side of it. And eventually what we're going to do is we're going to take some scenic glue, pull a couple little pieces of rocks, put them in there, and there's some really badass wet effect stuff that I'm going to buy and put it over the blue. It makes it look like she's actually in water. But that did a really good job, didn't it? It broke up that hard time where you couldn't really see the gold. We're also, next time, we are going to break out the princess pink here. It will be our highlight for her crown and all of her pink bits we will do. So, let's just get everybody in a group shot here for you. Everything we've done today. Slow going sometimes. That's the nature of the hobby, especially when you're not really decided on what you're going to do when you're doing it. And it does make a difference to have a plan, but I like to kind of just sling it and see what happens, because I think that tells a better story on the minute side of things when it's kind of got the chance to become it. So did really well on Hope here. I'm really pleased with how that skin turned out for her. Yeah, we've got a good start on a bunch of minis. Guys, if I don't see you by Christmas, you have a lovely Christmas or indoor holidays that you guys are celebrating. I'll see you guys soon enough. We're going to probably pop by sometime next week. You guys will see me. I don't know exactly what I'm going to do. You guys will see me. So I'll see y'all later.